Everyone thinks Denji is just a messy, impulsive kid, and at first, so did I. But the Reze arc proves there's so much more to him. By the end of this video, you'll see why Denji isn't just chaotic energy, he's misunderstood. Stick around because we're diving deep into the moments that show Denji's true side, and why fans often get him all wrong. What's up, I'm Sippin' Ice, and the Reze arc is a pretty emotional moment for numerous characters in the series. But today, I will be focusing solely on Denji, our horned out main character, who is shown consistently lusting after just about every female he meets. In particular, MAPPA is who he latches onto, but things quickly change. But before we get too deep, spoiler warning for the new Chainsaw Man movie. And the comment shout out today goes to Midnight999 Gaming. I appreciate you. Now, to truly learn how Denji is a misunderstood character, we have to recap his recent events in the Reze Arc film.
Bomb is coming. Jeez.
The Reze arc is one of the most emotional parts of Chainsaw Man. Denji meets Reze, a mysterious girl who quickly becomes more than just a partner in his chaotic life.
The name's Reze.
She shows him attention and kindness. They connect over shared loneliness, and for the first time, Denji starts to feel what it's like to truly trust and care about someone. But of course, this connection is tested in ways that challenge everything we thought we knew about him. She might have shown him what he thought was love, but she showed her true colors. Reze reveals herself to be the Bomb Devil, an accomplice to the Gun Devil. She attacks Denji and tries to remove his chainsaw heart. I'm not exactly sure why, as we still don't have that information, but she conned him from the start. Her meeting him in that phone booth to their swimming lessons, all were so she could draw him in and take what she wanted. Stick around as I'll go more into depth, but by the end of the arc, Denji isn't just fighting devils. He's navigating love, heartbreak, and his own morality. And that's where most people start misunderstanding him. My first point to prove he's a misunderstood character from the jump is...
Like it?
At first glance, Denji might seem somewhat selfish.
Cough up the tits. Those are mine.
As he is willing to do just about anything he's asked. But he only wants food, shelter, and a little love. When looking closer, these are basic human needs. It's not like bro was asking for a Ferrari, dude. Like, come on. If he had one, he probably would enjoy it, but that's besides the point. That's not what he's after. Denji grew up in extreme poverty and neglect. His desires aren't shallow. They're survival instincts. He didn't have food. He didn't have a home. And aside from his dear friend Pochita, he was completely alone. He grew up having to fight to survive, and he was never able to truly grow as he was stuck under the towering debt of his deceased father.
Look, kid, I don't care if you beg or whore yourself out. I want 700,000 yen by tomorrow.
What some may call selfishness is actually a reflection of a life where survival comes first. After losing his one true friend in an emotional sacrifice, Denji promises Pochita to live his dream, no matter what it takes.
Show me your dreams. That's all I ask of you.
And his dream? To live a normal and comfortable life. Now, for me, it'd be to have $1 million, but hey, teach their own, brother. But when he finally obtains most of his needs, he's willing to do whatever it takes to keep it, as he was never able to live a safe life. Aside from obviously having to put his life on the line fighting devils. But you get what I mean, dude. There's also another need he seeks.
I've always loved listening to you talk about your dreams, Denji.
One that would aid him in truly achieving his dream and honoring Pochita's wish to him.
I can teach you everything. Let me teach you.
I might fall for this girl.
Denji didn't just fight devils for money. The Reze arc shows us he fights because he craves connection. Throughout the film, he battles with himself, wondering if he truly has his own heart.
Do you think I have a heart?
Yes, you do.
You know, separate from his chainsaw heart. His relationship with Reze reveals his longing for love and trust. That heartbreak he experiences is not just drama. It's proof that Denji isn't a cold, reckless killer. He is a killer, But that's not just what he is. He's human and he is vulnerable. He has a heart that he thought belonged to Makima, but upon seeing what seemed to him as a real, genuine connection with someone, he went for it and made the jump by giving Reze his heart. A major turning point for him in particular is the swimming lesson. As I mentioned earlier, Denji grew up with nothing. He never went to school and he never learned how to read, and he also didn't know how to swim. So in an emotional moment, Reze gets undressed and gets in and awaits Denji. He removes his clothes and it debates on jumping, which in the end, he makes that leap. While it can be said as simple fan service, the nudity actually served a purpose. It represented Denji giving Reze all of him, including his heart. He was conflicted, but at the end of the day, his actions showed his true connection to Reze. Speaking on that,
Boom.
Denji makes impulsive decisions, sure, but these actions are reactions to a world that's often cruel and confusing. He's judged as reckless, but the truth is he's trying to navigate morality and survival simultaneously. That's why he's misunderstood. People only see the surface chaos, not the heart underneath. Even back in season 1, he was being used as a tool to gather money by a debt collector.
I want 700,000 yen by tomorrow.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah, what, you lucky? My friend's holding me. You lucky.
And even in the Reze arc, his actions aren't seen as the best for his situation. For instance, nearing the end of the movie, after Denji stops Reze from killing him, he decides to let her live. Despite knowing she tried to kill him, his action to let her live is a reaction to any possible feelings that might have been real. I'll touch on it more in a second, but they do in fact share a connection, and I believe they see each other in themselves. In the end, Denji decided he had feelings for her, and in a moment we see his heart longing for her as he sits in the coffee shop day after day awaiting her possible return. Which, I don't think that's gonna happen, brother. I'm sorry, dog. The moment, though, is later interrupted by power, being, well, power, but it's a moment that I truly believe showed Denji's turning point into realizing what he truly wants. Is he still an extremely horny character? Yes.
Man, what the fuck is you talking about?
But what once started out as him only wanting to sleep with a girl became deeper than that.
Hold up, pause.
It develops into his longing for love and a family, that normal life he never had. His actions in the Reze arc are simply to try and achieve this dream. Now let's get into his relationship with Reze a little bit more. After everything that has happened, yet he still trusts her. So he let her live and escape despite her literally trying to take his chainsaw heart, which shows how much he does in fact trust her. Even before then, there were moments. Despite his past, Denji opens up to Reze. He talks to her about his shortcomings of not knowing how to read or not going to school. That shows his capacity for a genuine connection. At the start, he is quiet and standoffish, but by the end, he's talking to her openly and dreaming of a future with her. Even during fights, we see Denji hesitating, torn between survival and doing what he believes is right. That hesitation is not weakness. It's morality struggling to find a path. He knows what he should do, or more likely what he's supposed to do, but it's not necessarily what he wants to do. He was battling with his two hearts, and up until the final moment, he did not know fully what to do. But in the end, he chose her and to let her live because he trusted her. He trusted that something in their relationship was real. That while most of it was an act, something, no matter how small, was real and a true connection. And in the end, his trust in her proved to be true, as later on she did go and try to meet him at their spot in the coffee shop. As Denji waited for her arrival day after day, she finally showed up, but was taken out by Makima and the Angel Devil. He never learned about her showing up. His trust for her almost paid off, but sadly, he'll never know. I recently went to rewatch the film and I noticed something that I believe others have as well, and it has to do with flowers. Now, stick with me on this. When Denji first meets Reze, he gives her a flower that's somehow in perfect condition, which is then put in a glass of water at the coffee shop. Over time, and as their relationship grows, the flower loses its petals. Yeah, I mean, checks out, it is a flower after all. But by the end of the film, in a post-credits scene, we see the flower again, as it is nearly wilted away. I and others believe it to represent the time they had together and the time they have left. The more petals the flower loses, the less time they have together. It's not necessarily something that ties to what I'm saying, but it's an amazing storytelling moment that's also just as sad. So I thought I should mention it. In the end, is Denji a gooner? Yeah. But at the same time, is he someone that longs for normality and connection? Also, yes. Denji is a misunderstood character with more depth than many give him. A line that always stuck out to me from the film came from Denji. During their climactic fight, he asked, why does everyone want his chainsaw heart? Why doesn't anyone want his heart? Why not Denji's heart?
What about my heart? Denji's heart? Does nobody want that?
I truly think this was the most emotional moment we have seen from him yet. While yes, he was preparing to fight the girl he fell for, it was one of the moments he truly spoke from his heart. He was being his true self. Understanding Denji like this changes the way we watch Chainsaw Man. He's not just chaotic energy or a money-hungry devil hunter. He's someone shaped by trauma, loneliness, and the lack of love. The Reze Arc isn't just a love story, it's a window into Denji's true character. So next time someone calls Denji selfish or reckless, remember the Reze Arc. He's not just messy, he's misunderstood. And to be honest, he might just be one of the most tragic characters I have ever seen. Do you agree? Or do you think Denji still messes up a little too much? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear your take. And if you want more Chainsaw Man breakdowns and character analysis, make sure to like and subscribe. Because trust me, there's a lot more to explore. If you also like anime videos like this from me, then be sure to check out my video on Parasite the Maxim. To see that, click here. Stay chill, and I will see you next time.